Force. This is Brian Anderson. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Tyler Herro is out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Adebayo in at center. And for Atlanta, Shea and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Herro outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Brett, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
First one falls.
And Herro, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
And so he makes both from the line. And you look at the history of the Hawks, Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Herro finds Adebayo. The rebound by the Hawks.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Young can't hit. Pass to Herro. Drew on the 14-footer.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami out in front. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
We've got Trae Young. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Johnson. And it's Gay in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young can't hit. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Very pretty alley-oop.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Mitchell against Young. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Gay. Kennard comes in for Johnson. And Daniels is subbed in for Trae Young. Herro outside. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Herro. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's on Tyler Herro. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Daniels, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. From downtown, can't get it to drop. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Hawks on top, they lead by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. We're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it was. And that does it for our
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And on the floor for Erik Spoelstra starting the second half. Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Herro. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Rebound Atlanta. Now here's Young. Pass to Johnson. Here's Young. Check by Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Young. Young takes the hit and scores it anyway. And so Herro will bring it up for the Heat. Adebayo with it. Now Herro. 3 seconds left. That one doesn't drop. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Hawks on top, leading by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Luke Kennard out there with Akil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. force.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And that's an intentional foul.
His first. Team first.
And here's Alexander Walker. And an intentional foul right there.
His first. Team second. At the line for your Hawks, Nikhil Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Here's Mitchell, and a Kongwu with the block. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Davion Mitchell, his first, team's third. At the line for your Hawks, Nikhil Alexander Walker, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
This is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming, and not enough time for them to get back in it.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them.
At the line,
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
It's Wiggins on the wing. It's good from beyond the arc.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
And the Hawks call time here. They lead by 4. There's 6 seconds left in the game. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts him up 5. So it's Miami now. From outside the arc. And that one falls.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by.